Hi guys, if you're new here, my name is Sam and I make videos about makeup, chronic illness, and whatever I want. Today I'm going to be doing this fun little spiderweb eye look for an easy Halloween costume. I have already done my base makeup, which I probably have to fix where my glasses were a little bit. So you can start by doing whatever base makeup you prefer, whether it's a full face, a skin tint, whatever. I'm wearing a foundation, concealer under my eyes, bronzer, blush. I don't have highlighter yet because I wasn't sure what one I wanted to use. I also apologize if I'm sweating. It's hot in this room with the lights. I'm going to be starting with the Makeup by Mario Master Mattes, the neutrals. You can use any colors you want. I just want to go for a brown look today. So I'm going to be showing you how to do this with browns, but you can replace the browns with grays, with blacks, purples, with oranges, whatever. I'm just going to be showing you color placement. This is going to be a pretty simple eye look. What's going to spice it up is the spider webs. And for the spider webbing, I'm going to show you these now. I'm going to use the About Face Fluid Eye Paint. I'm going to be using white for this look, but they come in all sorts of colors. Greens, oranges, reds, all sorts of colors. These are really great products. They are just essentially a liquid eyeshadow, but I think they're meant to do all sorts of things. It says fluid eye paint, but I believe they are lip safe too. I'm just blabbing away now. So what I'm going to do to start is start by priming my lids with my favorite primer, the Urban Decay Primer Potion in Eden, because this is like a concealer color for me, but with a little bit of tack. I have deep set eyes, so I need to use something like this. Just using my concealer doesn't work well for me, and just using a normal eye primer because I have darker eyelids doesn't work for me either. You don't have to use this one. This is just the one that I like. I'm gonna just start with this eye because I don't want the primer to crease on the other eye before I get anything laid down. I desperately need to wash my eye brushes. I'm going to go in with just a fluffy brush, and I want to go in with just a very light nude shade. It is going to be close to the concealer, so just a light shade. If you're using any other colors, just find the lightest version in your palette of that color, put it on your brush, tap off the excess, and I'm just going to set my primer up into the brow bone like this. That didn't really deposit any color, but that's okay. That's not what I wanted. I just wanted to set it so I can prime my other eye, but also it's just going to give us a little bit of a color base, even though we're not seeing much of the color. Although if you're using a different color, you will, if it's like a purple or something like that. Same thing on this eye. I'm going to go in with this one. There are lots of options in here of like mediums. You know, it seems like light, medium, dark is like what we're going for. I'm going to use a shade from here. I'm actually going to use probably these two shades, but I'm going to start with this one. So pick out a medium shade of whatever color that you're using. Do the same thing, put it on your fluffy brush, tap it off, and I'm going to go into the crease. If you have hooded eyes and you don't have a crease that you can really see, go just above it. Like open your eyes and look into the mirror and place it wherever you can see it. And then I'm just going to bring it up to smooth it out into this nice color. Bring it onto the lid. So I'm going to tap into it again and then just gently buff it onto my lid. It doesn't have to be opaque on the lid, just adding a little color. Same thing on the other side. Now, like I said, the eye look is going to be fairly simple, so we're not actually going to spend a ton of time here. I want to go into the darker shade just kind of for the outer corner, but I don't want it to be like too dark like that one. I just kind of want a slightly deeper mid-tone, so don't pick the darkest shade unless you have to. I'm going to tap it in that outer corner and kind of up into the crease and buff that out a bit. And that's it. Same thing on the other side. Nice and simple. Now we're going to do under the eye before I do the lid shade. So I'm going to take a smaller brush like so. Any kind of small brush will do. And I'm going to go in with the lighter medium tone first. Tap, tap off. And I'm going to buff it under the eye. Same thing on this side. Now I'm going to go in with that darker color there and do the same thing. If you want more of a smoked out look, you could use a bigger, like fluffy brush. But I kind of wanted to keep this almost like a liner. Like so. Now the look I was inspired by, I need my dabbing cloth, did a like just a almost clear shimmer on the lid, which was very pretty. I immediately thought of Ritz by ColourPop. I'm going to, if I can find, my glitter primer from NYX. I'm going to do that. Not as much as I usually do. I'm going to split it between the two eyes, just a tiny bit on each eye. Because Ritz is it's just a little bit of shimmer. There's not any kind of pigment, so I don't need as much to stick. And the look I was inspired by was just a very light shimmer on the lid. It wasn't anything too much. Okay, so I'm going to take this thin one in this medium brown and smudge it along my eye. Lashes, jeez. You can't really make it out, but I don't want it to be too prominent. I'm not going for real liner. I'm just going for a little pop. And you're free to do anything that you want. If you want to go for a more bold shimmer or glitter, like that's totally fine. I'm actually going to go in with a second layer of this Ritz, but this was just kind of the look that inspired me. I'm going to bring it up here. I just kind of want it to be like disco ball shimmer, but not overpowering. Now it's going to get a hair more complicated because I have to draw these spider webs that I have never done before. I saw people draw it on with like a shadow, like a light shadow first. I'm going to see if I can do that or not. Doesn't need to be perfect. I feel like I should have just started with the white liner. You can't even see what I'm doing. So I'm gonna go in with that white, and I'm going to go in with a thin liner. I don't know how I'm gonna clean up the mess I just made, but let's see. Probably making a really weird face. I'm also gonna have to go over this a couple of times. Not a huge graphic liner girl. I want to get into it, but like it isn't My specialty. Swooping down like little cobwebs. That one does not look super clean because I have eyebrow hairs that it keeps getting caught on. I guess the brown doesn't look terrible. It kind of looks like a shadow. You guys will probably do this better than me, but if you use eyeliner. It also doesn't help that I have very like loose skin around my eyes. Yes, there's wrinkles from aging, but I'm just like, look at this. Like, I have really loose skin. So as I do this, my skin is just moving a lot. I'm hoping I can clean this up with like a second layer. This is also on the inside of the eye, and I don't know how well mine's gonna turn out because the artist who did this, like, her eyes are not as deep set. So this would be very difficult for me to do it the exact same way just because, like, my eye sits so far back from the bridge of my nose. I don't have a lot of space there. I need some more liner. Oh, we'll see. So, it was basically... See, you can see my lines are kind of crooked just because the angle is so harsh. One year I had someone ask if I could do this really elaborate spider on their eye, and they go, it doesn't look that hard. I don't do makeup on other people. Like, I've done it one time, and also, as you can see, I'm not amazing at doing this kind of stuff on myself. Like this intricate work. I love special effects. Also, if you're new here, I can't see well without my glasses. So, like, part of this is also, like, I can't see. I had to hold the mirror this close, and even then it's kind of blurry because I have a severe astigmatism. So, the fact that I can even do some of this impresses me. Like, this looks cute. If I could do it better, it would be really, really cool makeup. If you don't look at it close, it looks really cool. Not that it looks bad. I'm not, like, insulting my effort here. But I've never done this before, and I can't see, or can barely see. I'm more of a special effects girly than a fine detail girl. So, okay, we're doing the other eye. You know, sometimes the first time is like a trial. And if you've seen any of my other special effects stuff, you might be surprised to know that usually that's my first time doing it. Like, I don't do a practice run. So maybe this eye will turn out better because I kind of know what I'm doing now. Mildly better. We're just winging it. Or webbing it. Look, that doesn't even touch. I'm definitely not calling this a tutorial. It's gonna be like a try with me spiderweb makeup. This is fun enough though that I would like to try to perfect it. I just also only have one fine detail brush, which is the one that I'm using, and it's not very good because I don't do fine detail, like, ever. I will say, like, this one with the brown lines really, like, fudged it. I'm moving faster on this side, at least. Probably should have come up higher with this because my crease hides it. Like, that's how heavy and deep set my eye is. Oh, that just went out of left field with that curvature of my nose. It's definitely a learning curve. I recommend if you want to do this for anything, practice a few times. Unless you're just really, really good with a graphic liner or eyeliner, and then you might be okay. I am not that person. Okay, this is just a disaster. It's an insult to spiders. I will say, this inner corner looks better. I'm gonna put on mascara and Be right back. Okay, here's a final look. My camera's dying, so real quick. Why did I cross-eye? Not my best work, not my worst work. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and going on this fun makeup adventure. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing if you haven't already, and let me know down below if you're going to give this a try and how easy or difficult it was for you. I thought it was fun. I definitely want to do it again to see if I can master it, but I will see you guys next time.